2017 Volkswagen Golf complaint is that the driver seat does not move in any direction. It does not work whatsoever. It doesn't move, forward and back. The backrest doesn't move. So owner actually removed the switch assembly here. He pulled this cover off, and then we were able to just kind of pry off the switches down on this side, and then there's a couple of screws that hold this switch assembly. Pulled it out, and I did not have a diagram for this car. I did have one for 2014, which is not the same, but I was able to see that the brown wire is a ground and red and black is power. Now power is coming from this guy here. This is a fusible link, right, this guy here. Sorry. Now my next step was to apply the power to one of the top red and black wire here, and then when I move the switch, you see the backrest is working. Now also the bottom, the seat also moves. Doesn't move now because I had to unbolt it from the floor. And then so at this point I knew that I'm dealing with a open circuit. Then I unbolted the seat from the floor, and I start to follow my harness, and this wire goes kind of all the way from there, got underneath the seat, kind of wraps around here, and actually comes out to this point here. And I got my power probe again to check for the power at that point in the circuit, and still don't have power. If I apply the power to that wire at that point of the circuit, the seat does work. I apply the power. I know you guys cannot see it, but the back side, the backrest is moving, but I still don't have a power supply to that wire. And then I said, well, of course at this point I know that I'm dealing with a open circuit. Then I start taking the covers, all these panels off to find my wire. So I got all this removed and got into the harness, and then I checked this harness here. I could not find the red and black wire. I checked this harness here, could not find the red and black wire. Actually, I'm sorry, at this point I did not actually remove the seat yet. I was able to access this harness here with the seat still in a place. I was able to activate the switch by applying the power and move the seat back as far as I could to gain the access. And anyhow, and that's okay. And I was like, okay, I don't have my wire in this bundle here. It probably has changed the color, which I was afraid of. And I said my next step is to unbolt the seat, and then I start following my harness again, and I came to this connector here, and sure enough, when you look at the back of it, there's a lot of green crusties here. That's the place where this harness is open. And now of course I do not have replacement harness, and so I will have to cut this out and maybe just replace the power feed. And so let's see, it's the black, and it's this wire down here. It's right there. It's my red and black wire. It comes out. It's actually completely broken right there. And so I did not test this wire yet actually. I should have a power on this wire. Hope I do. If I don't, I'm in big trouble now. It's gonna be another problem, but alright, so I'm hoping I'm gonna have the power, and I do. Perfect. So let me pull this fuse, that circuit breaker, and excellent. So that is 100% my power feed. So I'm gonna put it back in. I got it back in, and my power is back. And now the question is what to do with all this. I may just have to, because everything is so rusted and crusted inside of it. Not sure what else is in this circuit, but I think it's actually lumbar. This guy here doesn't work as well, so most likely one of those wires is for this switch as well. I have to call the guy and see what he wants me to do. You can't just solder these wires together, because you've got to be able to separate these wires if you want to remove the seat. But that was my way to find this this problem on this car. It's getting dark. I'm gonna finish it for tonight. I've talked to the owner, and we came to the conclusion that at this point we don't have any other options than other than bypass the whole connector, just cut the wires off and resolder everything, because this is completely beyond repair. It's nothing I could reuse here, and there's no way I could find this connector. So I've told him that, the reason the connector is here, if you want to take the seat out, you can disconnect it from the harness. He was like, no, I'm done, just do it. He was like, I need a seat, and the seat is actually in pretty good shape. No reason to remove the seat anyway. It's like upholstery or something like that. And so everything is soldered together. I did not have to mess with this connector. I think this is the airbag, and so this is all good. I did also use my liquid tape to seal the wires that I pierced before, and so if everything looks okay, I got my key in on position. They should work now. Let's see. You can see seat is moving. It's working fine. And again, it slides back and forth. I cannot. Let's see if you can see that or not. There you go. It's blocked because I can hear the engine motor moves, but now I have to bolt it back down, and they'll be fine. And now I'm just gonna protect the wiring and put some conduit around, and this will be fixed.